Yo, what up, man? I already know you guys have heard what's going down in these gaming streets. So, Google. See, this is what happens when you don't listen to your fan base. This is what happens when you're anti-consumer. This is what happens when you don't reach out to the gaming community and learn from the content creators, the medias, all. If you don't take notes, this is what happens to your console, your cloud device, whatever you want to get into, you know. And big shout out to one of my luxury stars. You know, he wanted me to ask this one question. Where is Jim Ryan? Can anybody find Waldo? Where is Waldo? Where is Jim Ryan at? Where you at? Because we all know you are the biggest idiot in the gaming industry. Whew. All right, I had to get it off my chest. Now we're back. I'm back. I got to tone it down a little bit. But you know, that was for one of the luxury stars out there, man. He asked me to check him. You know what I mean? Where is Jim Ryan at? But back to what I was saying, man. Like, for real, this is what happens when you don't listen to the gaming community and you take notes. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, like, why would a $1 billion, $1 trillion company fold under pressure? How can you not have the proper studios, the proper promotion, the greatest content creators and ideas? You can't be creative with Google Stadia. I'm talking about Google Stadia, y'all. This is how you have a phone out that's capable of cloud gaming like Game Pass. You were competing with Game Pass. Amazon as well. Amazon may be taking it a little more serious than Google, because the reason why I say Google had the advantage. Now, if Google had people like us, the content creators, the ones that know what people are looking for in these gaming streets, you know, they can reach out to them. They can say, hey man, we need some great ideas. We'll even pay y'all guys extra money to help us to come in, or to help us figure out how can we compete with something like Game Pass. Because obviously Jim Ryan over there at Sony's anti-consumer, backdoor stealing, exclusive kidnapping Spider-Man. Do anybody know what Spider-Man at? Locking down deals. You know, this is all toxic. This is just bad. You know, they just misguided over there at Sony right now. They don't know the direction that they're going in. They're being even more anti-consumer with the customer service. It's going to be like, you know, impossible to get good customer service right now. From the things, how they have everything set up. I'm hearing you got to pay for like 4 or 5 games now before you can even get good customer service over there at Sony. Now, if that ain't anti-consumer, I don't know what is. But that is bad leadership. That is very, very bad leadership. And that's what Google went through. It ain't every day you really hear about Google having real bad leadership, but mismanagement, should I say. They're more mismanaged. More so than Sony. That's bad leadership there. But Google was kind of like mismanaged a little bit. They could have rebranded Stadia. First of all, we can even start from the beginning, bro. I never even liked the name Stadia. I know I cannot be the only person. That name never was catchy to me. Why would Google take away? It should have been a Google Pixel, you know, like gaming device. Google Pixel Gaming. It should have carried the name Pixel. You had a Pixel watch, the Pixel phone, the Pixel tablets. It should have carried Pixel. Then you can connect it to your phone. Like when you if you walk in Best Buy right now, Best Buy have tables where they would separate the phones, devices, tablets, and laptops. Now Pixel, I think, even had their own stand now. So what they could have did to help better promote the Stadia would be basically you know, add the controller, connect it to the phone. Have your watch. I think they're bringing out the watch, the phone. Then they're gonna have a folding phone, a phablet tablet phone, and the regular Pixel phones, Pixel 6, 7, 6A. You know, all of the whole Pixel collection. Marketing. When you walk, how many thousands and thousands of customers walk in Best Buy every day? That's promotion. That's putting it out there. They did not promote this right. They did not push this device out there hard as they could have. All the money that Google have, the marketing is horrible. That's why I say it was just mismanaged. It wasn't so much as bad leadership. I would think it was just really misunderstood, because this device should have been at least just as good as PlayStation Plus Premium, or better, because Sony, that's the spot, that's the void that needs to be filled by a cloud. Oh my goodness, I really hope Amazon fills that void. Maybe I should write Amazon, Lumia. I can never remember the name of the Amazon cloud gaming streaming service. I really want them to just steal PlayStation Plus Premium cloud gaming service away from them, because we need somebody that's going to take it serious to compete with Game Pass. So it's better if we have competition, because that makes everybody go so much harder. And guess who wins in the end? The consumer, us, the customers, the gaming community. If nobody is there to compete with you, you're gonna slack, bro. You're going to slack. If there's no competition, you're going to slack in something. You know, now being that Game Pass is up there so high already and have such a big jump start, it's gonna have to take another juggernaut like Nintendo to create one and take it serious. Because obviously Sony is just off doing their own thing. They are in their own world. Jim Ryan is still in his office crying somewhere. You know, you got the you got the My Little Ponies following behind the big pony, Jim Ryan, the biggest pony of all. So if he's crying, they're crying. If he's in his feelings, they're in their feelings. Where is Jim Ryan? Can anybody find Waldo? This dude have disappeared off the face of the earth. If he's in the lab cooking, I already know he's in that office cooking up some more hate stew. He's whipping up some more hate stew to take it to the board again. Hey man, you know, this is anti-competitive. We're not gonna make a Call of Duty competitor. See, that is bad leadership. When you tell your fan base to their face, when you tell the My Little Ponies and the fanboys to their face that you're not going to compete, okay, now that is an issue. I don't even know how you can even sit here and not even argue back with the top dogs at Sony. If you are CEO, right, you have got to have some type of say so. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why are you gonna make me the CEO if I can't voice my opinion? Why are you gonna make me the president if I can't voice my opinion, right? So you got to have balls or something, man, to say, hey, listen, I signed up because I wanted to grow in the gaming community. I wanted to bring value to the gaming community. I wanted it to be a place for the players, not the payers. The players, not the people that have the most money. And that's the direction that Sony is going in. You know, Stadia was just mismanaged. I felt like they should have went a little harder. You know, first of all, the name was not catchy. You know, it should have been Pixel Cloud Gaming. Whatever you wanted it to be, you know, it shouldn't have never been no Stadia at all. Second, they should have promoted it with the phone. You get the Pixel phone, you get the Stadia with it. You get the Pixel phone, you get the Stadia with it. This should have been almost forced on every customer. That would have been the only way it could have survived. Because it would have been so many Pixel fans out there now, they would have had to Stadia with the device, with the cloud gaming device. Even if it would have been a little extra. If the phone was an extra $40, you know, and it comes with a controller and you get a free 2 to 3 month subscription service with it, they could have promoted it and marketed it way better than what they did, but they let it die. They let it die, man. Like, just like I was mentioning in my other video, man, some things can be brought back. Like, look at for example, look at Cyberpunk 2077. They brought it back. Now you got millions of people still playing that game. You got over 100 or some thousand probably daily on the game, but it sold over 20 million copies. All because they didn't give up. Stadia gave up. Google gave up because people have a real pride and ego problem when it comes to these billion-dollar, trillion-dollar companies. It ain't very many like Uncle Phil over there at Xbox. It's not a lot of them that will reach out to their fan base and go out and shake hands and make fans. It ain't a lot of them that puts in the footwork. It's not a lot of them. I'm sorry, it's just not, bro. You can cry and holler and hoot all you want to, but you know I'm telling the truth. It's not a lot of them that you can actually reach out to and they respond back to the gaming community. They respond and they do better. They actually listen. You know? Look at what Xbox, look at what Uncle Phil is doing. Great things, big ball and shot calling. You know what I'm talking about? He's out here in these gaming streets for real mobbing. But let alone those Decepticons over there at Sony in their own hood, telling their own hood, we ain't listening to y'all, and we're gonna jack the price up on PS5, and we're gonna still charge $70, and we're still gonna be anti-consumer. We're still gonna do backdoor exclusive deals behind your back. It's just, oh man, this is just a crazy time to be in the gaming community because we don't know if it's gonna go left or right now. I just don't know the direction gaming is going in. All we can do is just hope for the best. Now, as stated, it kind of makes you think like gaming have got way harder than what we thought it was going to be, because being that everything moved to cloud gaming, Google should not even have an issue with that. Everything is moving cloud, screaming cloud gaming. We have millions of gamers over there in Japan. The Japan and Asian market over 1.6 billion. How are you feeling? You you work with Samsung. You could have even promoted your device with Samsung devices and Pixel devices. How is this, bro? How is Stadia failing, bro? Why didn't you bring every last Google game that's on the Google Android phone to the Stadia? Every top tier game, Candy Crushes. Why didn't you promote Candy Crushes, Minecrafts? I don't know if the game's on there or not, but I'm just using it as an example. Why every top game that's out there on mobile device from A to Z isn't promoted with Stadia? Mismanaged. They're just mismanaged. You know, it's a difference with Sony though. It's bad leadership. Bad leadership over there. Jim Ryan don't care about you. He don't care about me. He don't care about the gaming community, his fan base. Only thing he cares about is money. Google is a little greedy too when it came to Fortnite. Apple is a little greedy too when it came to Fortnite. That's why they ripped it off the app stores. I can go into that too, but I don't want to go too far left. You know, sometimes you go too far left and I get off topic. And, you know, my mind goes everywhere. It be racing sometime, and I'll be like, oh, you know, remember that? So sometimes I got to get back on track. But yeah, man, that was the reason, man. They had a real big anti-consumer move, which is if they would have kept that deal with Fortnite with Stadia though, I'm being real, on the real 100% real, they could have promoted Fortnite with Stadia. But the fact that they let greed a little 10%, 20%, how much, 30%, I don't know the percentage that they were asking for, but Apple devices are okay. If Apple make a cloud screaming device, it's gonna go platinum. Google is the one that's struggling because they didn't market it right. They wanted to be like Apple and follow behind Apple. Once they heard Apple was tripping off of 30% cut or whatever Fortnite said they didn't want to pay, I think they wanted to only give them 10 or something like that. And both of them was like, nah, we were just ripping them off the market. We're not going to do that. Because Fortnite is one of the biggest, one of the biggest games out there. But that could have saved Stadia. That could have saved their own device. But that's why sometimes when you think you're making the right move, it comes back to bite you later on. And that's kind of what happened. Because Fortnite, we all know Apple would have gave up on. And listen, Apple gave up on Fortnite. Google gave up on Fortnite. That would have saved Stadia if they would have been able to promote Fortnite with it. Because Fortnite didn't hit Game Pass till late. You see what I'm saying? You see how business work? Your fan base, they would have loved, because look, if Apple is being anti-consumer, and we all know they're just the worst of Sony when it comes to certain things, Apple ain't bending for nothing. Just like Sony ain't bending for nothing either. They told us to our face they ain't finna compete with Call of Duty or Game Pass. I'm like, wait, what? What Jim Ryan just said? I had to run it back like 30 times and listen to it. I was like, these Decepticons really just said that? Did they really just tell us that to our face? Out here in these gaming streets? How real it's been getting? Now y'all know it's getting real if Google Stadia just died. R.I.P. the Google Stadia, man. I mean, that's a sad day right there, because it was just mismanaged, man. And just, they chose the wrong path, man. They just chose the wrong path, man. It really ain't have to die to me. Honestly, it really didn't have to, because if they would have marketed right and packaged it with every Pixel phone that they're selling, Verizon, T-Mobile, if some people still got Sprint, AT&T, Metro, PCS, all these Google Stadia devices out there with all these it's more cell phones than anything on the market. Samsung cell phones. You mean to tell me it was no place, nobody wanted to market Google Stadia with the phone? Nobody. With cloud gaming. Oh man, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just crazy that we're going through this in a time like this with gaming, when instead of them fighting the consumers and the customers, they're giving so much pushback. All they had to do was just pick up the phone and listen. Take notes. Like Uncle Phil is doing over there at Xbox and Game Pass. That's all they had to do. Uncle Phil was willing to listen because he wants to learn. He wants to know how the young generation is moving. The older generation, you see how the young generation, how Uncle Phil picked up the phone and listened and it's working. Now, you can see the difference between Xbox and Sony. It's not working, right? Because they have an old school way of thinking. They're stuck in the past. They're stuck in the 90s and the early 2000s. Uncle Phil is over here trying to keep up with the time. He said we got to go in a different direction, man, because if we get this Game Pass popping like it's on fire right now, I even heard somebody say something slick. They was like, yeah, Xbox ain't got no games. That's why they're hyping up Game Pass. And you know what I say to that, bro? If you think this is hype, you hold on. I need to clear my throat. If you think this is hype, wait till you see those AAA bangers start dropping 2023. If you think I'm hyping it up now, bro, you ain't even seen hype turned up to the max lit out here in these gaming streets. Bro, I'm finna be moonwalking every day. So if you think it ain't even close. It ain't even close to how bad I'm about to turn it up. This ain't even close. This just the beginning. So if you think I'm wilding out right now, bro, oh my God, boy, listen, 2023, you meet me here. Meet me here on the channel. Come that first game that drop. Oh, you think I'm acting ugly now? You think I got If you think I'm wilding out right now, bro, and you think I'm hyping it up, no. Trust me, this ain't hype. This is just, I appreciate what Uncle Phil has been doing for the gaming community. He's bringing value. And this ain't the knock. This is not the knock PlayStation. This is just trying to ask Sony to do better and bring us value to PlayStation, their brand. See, the company Sony doesn't want to listen to the fan base that loves the brand PlayStation, PS5. It's a difference. You can't mix the two together. Yes, they own PlayStation, but at the same time, you got to think, if Sony wanted to, they can sell PlayStation. You get what I'm saying? See, that's the difference. So it's not that I'm against PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? I'm just against the toxic fanboys and the little My Little Ponies. You know, it's them. They're the problem. They're the issue because they are the one who started all of this with all this throwing their face. Xbox ain't got no games. Xbox ain't got no games. Now PS5 ain't got no games to themselves. PC got all PS4 games and 5 games. You see how that little narrative just died down once all the AAA bangers start coming to PC. Now all the PC boys like, oh, PS5 ain't got no games. And you see how it just devalued the whole entire console, and one snap of a finger, one Spider-Man left, once God of War 2018 left. It's all on PlayStation Plus Premium. You don't even need a PS5. If you're as a matter of fact, this is what I want to hype up. Since you said I want to hype something up, I want to hype the PC game boys up, the PC fanboys up. Meaning that if you click the link in the description, bro, I'm just gonna be real. You don't even need a PS4 or a PS5. If you have a capable PC or laptop, if you click the link in the description, bro, you can go play PlayStation Plus Premium app right now. Once you download it to your PC, just follow the instructions. You can play Miles Morales, God of War 2018, The Last of Us, all of The Last of Us, not the remake one, but all of the rest of them, Ghost of Tsushima, and so many more games on there, bro. All of the Uncharted's. You don't even need a PS4 or a PS5. If you want to jump into the PlayStation ecosystem, that's what I want to hype up, because that's value for the PC gamers. That's what I'm aiming for. More value. That's what I mean when I say value, and not just a premium price tag for quality that you're only paying for $70 for one game now. For one game. So once that game gets bored and you get tired, guess what? You're going back to your multi-plat games. Man. So if you want to jump into the PlayStation ecosystem or the Microsoft Xbox Game Pass ecosystem, just click the link down below in the description, guys, so you can jump into the ecosystem. And you have to have a PC only for my PC gamers, or laptop. As long as you can plug it into the Ethernet cable for a better, smoother experience, you're good. I don't really recommend all the time Wi-Fi because everybody's connections are different. But I do recommend the Ethernet cable so to play smoother. And I'm sorry to see Stadia go, but it was just mismanaged. And I had to touch on that topic. So I'm gonna leave it right there, guys, to later. So make sure you smash that like, that subscribe button, click that notification bell, guys, so you guys could be notified on all of the new latest and greatest news in these gaming streets. Thank you and peace. And somebody please find Jim Ryan.